6. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion right, Dobbs. Here's Love. Pleated out left to Dobbs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Love now. He'll complete this one to Watson. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hoffman. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. To throw now, here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Again, it's Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. A look at the numbers from a week ago for Reed. 4 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Throwing. Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions. Now a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Quay Walker was the one to bat that throw away.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Packers offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season, and if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now this airmail to the sideline, it's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Swift on the counter. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Love. Complete to Washington. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Love looking to throw it. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Love, they go play action now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
This 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Breaks through the contact, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Over the middle, it's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Love now. That is caught, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun. Love. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Love. And the pressure gets to him again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Marvin Mims, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Xavier Legette, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Now 2nd and 5. Here's a toss play right to Swift. Oh, he bowls over him. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That is 2nd down. Now a give right side Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
They're going to look to throw. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Love from the gun. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Andrew Billings forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Johnson that time able to knock it away.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bears will get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers, does the big boy have the juice? Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So not only the cough up, But then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now back to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing. Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll set up a throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 7. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The Packers offense set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Love looking to throw it. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards.
Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back to throw. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So here's Love and the Packers, trailing 17-10 2:11 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. 2nd and 6 coming up. Love looking to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to perhaps salt this one away. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Now Love. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that.
It's Week 12 of the National Football.
All through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. More of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game. For the other side is an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, to win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean. Not throwing a pick. You need to become friendly with your teammates. Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. Yeah, I know it was pitiful. And so did his teammates.
Now we'll take a moment to check in his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 6 coming up here. Staying grounded with Swift. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on everything. You just gotta look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here we go. Second, very long. It's gonna be caught by Carter. Look at what he was able to do. They gotta be thinking about this third down here. Shotgun snap, ready to throw.
But you need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of the defense.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. Give to Gibbs. They've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Now gone. That's caught. Here comes Junior Gibbs. And he brought down along the 25-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And then bring him down. Big gain and a new set of downs. Once again, action. Goff. LeBron with the grab.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your focus to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge. Safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down throw from Goff.
Certainly what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's gone. Lions switch up back to a 7-0 lead. Lions have all sets as they send this one downfield. There's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just 3 and outs begin this game. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Smith to start the ball. Long breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. In the air. Oh, it's got it. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Handoff right inside to Swift. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41.
focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll push this upfield and clear that to set it in.
And great throw to a nice route catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot to bounce it off. Not that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw. Able to find White. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
From the gun, Goff.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They have it 2nd down, well inside the field goal range. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Wilson. He loses a bunch here.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes for points.
And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? It's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, an exciting touchback. The return comes out to the 30. The offense returning to the field now. Taking a look at their wideouts. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions as we work through November and into our final month plus of play. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw.
It's normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap here to go. He's got that on the side. He's set for the first down.
necessity, right? You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. Lions win that time. Now lead by 7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to Houston with a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Chicago gets set to take the field now. Got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running behind center is Swift. Container right at the line. Alex ends it rolling there on the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. And again is Swift. That plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Unique need in on the tackle. Just enough on the pickup there. So back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Now looking to throw. Has his man into Denzel. Hits it into the middle before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not getting as much as training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Lions will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing is gone. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Eagle play action with Gall. And they catch up to him. Until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Here's Gall. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Gall. He beams one deep right side. Intercepts for a Brady. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Gall. Throw left side, caught by Bell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits, and it's a possession game.
Hey, the kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He's stopped on the return to the 27. Bears offense now heads back out to the field. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here.
pushing your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The shotgun, give to Swift. He's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for Bears first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the screen. Guys hitting blocks downfield. Shut off his heels.
He's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to be on 2nd and 1. From the 36. That's Michael Kidd. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Chicago first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Bears driving ahead. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled by Jet Campbell. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Need to win sustained battles to get home. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
He's throwing in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now drop that proves a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game. Oh, set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. So Jared Goff sets a take over on offense once again. And on that last drive block, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over. First down throw from Goff. Finds him over the middle. He's going to go up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Goff. Jameson Williams. And he'll be brought to the 17-side midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. They're pulling it back. And he's going to be brought down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Goff on first and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Off play action, Goff. Here's the throw knocked away, incomplete.
Read and read. Read and read. Read and read. Read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Goff on 3rd.
And when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to force a good start in field position from the 30. The Bears going back on offense just before halftime. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the Houston Texans. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then two more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
So on fourth down, out runs J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Bears football. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher block. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 26. We're reminded of some of the highlights of this game. His touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Oh, he got 3. He's not going to miss something here. Just chucks it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap here to go. He's got push one deep down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
This is 35. He's brought down before the return gets flawed. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. The Bears about set for their next possession. They were already on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Looking to throw. Gone. Safety partner, we'd have been laughed out of this booth, right?
Well, they say things move fast in the NFL, huh?
A couple back-to-back sacks, losses like that really opens us up to possibilities we weren't expecting.
Yeah, not all those possibilities are good, Kate, unless you're that defense that just dropped 2 points on the scoreboard.
That's taken at the 15. Taking it to him now as we work through this second half. He's on the ground with Gibbs. He gets his offense forward to the 34-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Gone. Sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bates taps out the extra point. And the Lions lead by 15 now.
16.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense. It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first downs. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And it creates
formation. Remember, the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Just one quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 43. As a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Finds the in route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He's going to be caught by Carter. He didn't fit for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down. They'll throw it again. Snapped away by the defender, incomplete.
OTB and the staff would love to see ENT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away. Coaches just love that. Each team is making sure everybody's in position and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Lions offense returning to the field. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. On first down, it's gone. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off play action, Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Out of the shotgun. Go. He's reached the benchmark he's long had his eye on. snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Aspect, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense running back out now. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on one side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's going to be tough reflection. And sure, Walter can happen. Some of these intermediate throws, those true throws, getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
That's incomplete.
Here's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Still sticking with the passing game. Komet brings it in. And they cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Bears trying to do some window dressing. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 48. And they pick it beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing their team slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie. Didn't it? Starts running it back, skins a field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6.